So. Sieht man da? Non. J'ai réussi. So luckily we have not too much people today. Okay, yes, we have. Okay, so we're ready to start in a few minutes. So I'm just checking a few settings because we are also streaming for test purposes in YouTube. So I'm just checking a few settings because we are also streaming for test purposes. Okay, wait, look, it works. This morning I had a few issues with the sound, so we may wait a few minutes for information. So we're going to share a few slides and give you brief explanations about the platform and the solution in general. And also, if you have questions at any time, you can use the chat. So first question is from my side, do you hear me? So you just say if you can hear me or not. Do you hear me? Okay, so if you have, you can comment, that would be appreciated. So I think we can start quite soon, so we may wait a couple of minutes. We are also broadcasting in YouTube as a test. Looks like perfect. So next time we're going to do it here in Livestorm and also in YouTube. Going to be pretty nice event. So seems that I guess the sound is okay. There is no reason it doesn't work. Let me do a last check. Here I come. We have the microphone is okay. Camera is off. It's fine. Looks okay. So we can start. No polls. So if you have questions, you can. If you have, so we have a chat here. So if you have questions, you just go to the chat and ask your question. And I'm taking a look just here at my right side of the screen where I can see the chat. You also can see the chat in YouTube if I'm right. Live chat isn't available. I don't know for what reason. Okay, next time I'm gonna take a look at that. Let me check. So we are still okay. It's still working there. Okay. So let's start. So I'm gonna show you the first slide. So we're gonna change the screen. We're gonna go to the center screen now, up. And we're going to start the presentation. Okay, so maybe go a bit more down here. Thanks. Reinvented data collection paradigm. Okay, who is TeemantSoft? So Teemant means diamond means diamond in Estonian. So why we have chosen the diamond? Because it's a very simple structure of carbon atom, very strong, very strong and robust. Okay, and simple. Historically, we have done in the past. We have been running another platform that was used to create forms to collect data, okay, and support various processes in insurance, mainly in oil and gas industry. This was uncomplicated, proven, okay, and now what we have done is something similar, but we have decided to add AI and power with AI the forms. So the data collection, if you want. So we always start with the TeemantSoft, with the Teemant platform, okay, with a structured data collection. That means that our vision is that companies need to collect data, and this data has to be structured. Company has information systems, so this is pretty nice to talk with people, discuss and whatever, but at the end, you need to have structured data. A date is a date, text is a text, a string is a string, a picture is a picture. An OCR reading of a document is a number of fields you have collected with values and so on. This has to be accurate, structured, the right format, and so on. Okay. What we do is around those structured data, we have built intelligent conversational guides, okay, that help AI to collect that data. Okay, so let's say we need to collect for a case, for opening a case, a claim for insurances, an incident or whatever. You need to collect a number of information. So the AI will discuss with the end user, okay, and ask one after the other the information and eventually validate this information, read documents and check that those documents signed what was read in these documents is correct, and so and so, okay. So how do we do? Because of course we need an application to enable that discussion. I mean, we need a client. I mean, so we could have built our own application on smartphones and so on. So we have decided to be agnostic by design because people use WhatsApp, Google Chat, Teams, and also a lot email plus many other entry points. Okay, so when you chat when our users interact with Temant, the Temant platform, they use an existing system. Okay, no new applications and things. Okay? So I'm going to do a demo on WhatsApp because this is what historically we started with WhatsApp because WhatsApp is available on phones. It's fairly easy to push a chatbot there in WhatsApp. And I'm going to show you how this is working so you already see how have a look at the platform. Okay, so here we have on one side is my smartphone with WhatsApp, and on the other is the backend. Okay, how the way we create and build those bots and those agents to use the processes to collect information, validate, eventually enrich information, and so on. So agent activities, these are the logs. So this allows us to track what is going on, okay, from the backend, okay, where we collect information, the conversation threads, plus I will show you after how we collect the information. So let's say I say hello to Gemma. Gemma is our AI who interacts with the users, okay. I have several workspaces because I'm a demonstrator, but in general, people reach their own bot, and this is a demo. So the first thing Gemma is asking me is I am, of course, and give me the option to start with different applications we have already built. Okay. So we're going to go, for example, for the, let's do the, I like to do the demo, the call chasseur, it was done in French, but this is a demo of, that is actually running, okay, some places, okay, where hunters are able to have it in French for some reason. Okay, I'm saying I'm ready. Maybe I don't know why I have this in French. So let me have a look. I think I'm here. We take a look just to start in English, the right phone. So let me. No, I should be okay. Take a look. Why here differently? United Kingdom, maybe English. Here I save. And let's sure. So these are the users. So let me come back to this. And, we're going to maybe to go out here. I'm going to use another bot maybe because this one. Let's start again. So I'll probably do like that. Yes, yes, in the right place. Yeah. Okay. So I start again. So we start the discussion. Sorry. So again, so uh, let's go for the demo for the drone. Okay. Type the drone. It should be in English. So this is just a checkup for an application based on drones because I like to fly drones. So I've done. So I have here, different possibilities. You can request an insurance for a drone, clear an incident, perform pre-flight checklist, or take a look at online drone manuals. It's just a sample. Okay, so we're going to go for request and insurance. Just you do like this. Okay, it's just conversational. Okay, so in fact, background. So we go here. So what we are doing here, we're going through this. So in this case, we just are here following this flow, but I prefer to go here. So we are supposed to go for the request. So this is what we do. This is the flow we're gonna follow, and I'm here on the right place is here. So he's now I'm going to go through this one. So he's going to, you can see here in the logs, this is what we are doing. So we start to, we have different steps, okay? We have to collect different fields, okay? And here you have the thread, okay? So he's asking me which one is your drone. So we're gonna say it's GI. We could have a far longer list, of course, but this was just for sampling, for a sample. So I go here, I say this is the DJI drone. So as you can see here, we are, if I go back here, so the thread here, and the idea is to collect information. Okay, so I'm going to go through the whole thing. So I'm going to say I want to go on for recreational use. So you understand start of the idea is we just have the AI collecting information, okay, and structuring this information in a way that after the information system in the company gets information with the right format, the right questions, the right answers, and so on. So let's say page countryside. We're gonna say no, it's not officially registered. So there you have a number of possibilities here. You can ask conditional questions, of course. For example, in case I will show you after how we do that, but in case of this one question is an answer, we can ask another question or not ask, and so on. A bit like a tree, okay? So here in general, we have this system where we do a summary, okay, of the answers and ask the user to confirm. It's also an option. You may not do it, but in general, it makes sense that the user is checking what he has been registered, okay, or been recording. It's a really short one, of course, but we can do far more, fill up with far more fields, okay? And at the end, we always say a tracking number, and you can also send any other kind of message, okay? So it should be that here, now you see this end, okay, we have an end, and here you have all the information, okay? So all the steps are fulfilled, okay, and now we can send this information. This information will be sent either by mail to the user. Possible, it can be sent to some a notification. It can be sent to a manager, and of course, all this information can be pushed by any kind of webhooks, FTP, FTP, or whatever you want, into an information system. Okay, so the robot and the AI has collected the information, it has structured the information, and it has pushed the information in the system. Okay, let's go back to the We check if we have some questions here. I don't see any questions. Okay, so we go back here to this, and we're going to just go to the center here. So how people authenticate, because of course we have different systems. So via WhatsApp, it's possible just to have anonymous people who start using the bots, or as I have shown you here, an authenticated user via my phone. When you are using Google Chat of Teams, of course, yeah, you must have a Google account. Makes sense. Okay, so you have to be in the Google Workspace of the company. If you can also, I'll show you how we can use third-party data. Okay, is reference data and master data from users. Okay, from our customers, so we can push inside our system, say numbers or emails or whatever, and people can authenticate when they come into the platform. I will show you here maybe how it goes. In a case, let's say, I'll actually, let's see how it goes with Google Chat, okay? The Google Chat experience, okay? Is it very similar with Teams, okay? And Teams, so I'm gonna end this bot I was showing before, so /n means what? And then we say hello to Gemma. So this is the case. You are within a company, you're using, interacting with your agent inside the company, okay? For people outside, like would be the case with WhatsApp. That's also one thing, is we can run the app at the same time in WhatsApp and Google Chat or Teams. So some people can access to the system via Google Chat and others via WhatsApp. And I'm going to go here for, at this time I have the retail. So see, it's going to do a bit the same idea. Are we ready for this demo? Yes, I am. And you see the experience is very similar. Okay, in this case, it's damage and liability variation. Okay, and if you can see, we have done here. I can show you something. Okay, very interesting is what is happening here. I gave the name of the shop. Okay, and yes, that's the correct shop. So we have the possibility to do object models, okay? Entity libraries. Okay, I can show you here. You can create, so I have create here a very simple list of a supermarket with supermarkets with a builder. Okay, I have published that. Okay, so this one is here. Okay, one here. So here we have a supermarket. I have created a small list of supermarkets. We can import, export using Excel and so forth. And of course, we have means to put this by mechanism of tasks. Okay, here I can show you how it works. It's long to, I mean, not long, but very easy to implement, but it takes some time. So where we going to tell the information system, the customer, or whoever information system has to push this data into our database. Okay. So I move here, go to the center. So now you have seen how it works on Google Chat and WhatsApp. So we have questions. Looks like have questions. So we can continue. So now here the architecture. So we have here different channel clients, a channel layer, and how this is working. So I'm not gonna go through all these, but mainly here how you build these bots, okay, or how we build these agents, those agents. So we have here first Opal. I mean, is another agent. Okay, Gemma is the one in charge of discussions with the end users, and Opal is going to help you build global contacts. Okay, so general context company, where we are, what we want to do, and so on. And we have here agent context. That means this case, we're going to describe what the application has to do. So like this, the AI knows where it has to go, what it has to do, okay? And then we have to build the guides. The guides are just the list of fields, okay, the information we want to collect. So I can come here, I was here for the loan request. Okay, so I'm going here, okay, this was done in French, but I can do it in English, okay. It was just a demo thing, so I've been building up, and we have here, we create the fields, okay. Maybe I show in English because I this, for example, okay, plenty things, you know, as you can see here, this one in English. So in this case, what I did, I just copy paste the document I had. I say, okay, please, based on this document, build up the thing, okay? So it's good. And you just say, so let's say, ask the user whether they offer action. Okay. This is what he proposed. So it's very easy to build the fields, okay? This is no need to be an expert in IT. So here we have, he proposes something, you can of course change. So he's gonna propose a choice in this case, okay? And we say, do you wanna approve? Yes. Here we approve. Here, okay, whether day of induction. And what I would have to do in that case is just to go here. I know this is, I think this one, okay. And I know I will publish this, and I would have already this new field online, okay. It's more or less to show you how the thing is working. Other things we can do is checklists, okay, it's a bit similar to data collection. Calculated fields are fields that will operate calculations on the fields, on the collected fields. This can be mathematical functions like adding amounts of money or whatever, or can be AI functions like giving a, I mean, creating a tag for each thread, okay, like based on some criteria, okay, like urgent, not urgent, or whatever type of tag, you know, or whatever thing you can calculate here based on what the on the thread. Of course, these are things that the users will not see during the chatbot, okay, during the chat, in the session. That can be often used, so you can process data and do things like that. Queries will be things if you need to your users to check things around documents and so on. So in this case, I have here the drone manuals. So we gave a few number of the drone manuals, a bit like a RAG. Basically, in the future, it will be more complex. So you will be able, for example, to manage hundreds of drone manuals, and the system is going to be able to answer to any questions. Messages are simply like notifications that sometimes you have to send to users. Identifiers are things to track each thread. Extensions are additional services. So we have here implementing the signatures, so it's more little signatures you can do on your smartphone. We have plenty of them, like launching the system to authenticate, to take secure pictures and so on. So we are building up a library of extensions with partners. Okay, they are not presented here, but if you buy the system, we'll talk about them. Outputs are the emails or whatever system you use to send information to people or systems and so forth. Okay. At the end, when you have built up all that, we have here different systems, but we have here, give you an idea. This is we have a builder here, and you have to go through a bit a large flow. This is being currently redesigned, and you're gonna have a more classical system with where you can build up your flows. Okay. So in some cases, you some of the applications you would start by the flow and at each step add things. In this case, we have decided to first start by building up the data models, then you put them together. Okay. So I continue here, move. Next one, still no questions? Obviously not. So this is something I've mentioned. So I come back here left. This is those entity data, okay, models where you can add master data pushed from customers or whatever information system need to use to validate data. Okay, so let's come back to the presentation here. It's not the right thing. Sorry, need this. Sorry. Yeah, here we are. Okay, data validation is something that is done either, as I mentioned, we validate data using models imported and pushed from other information systems into entity models. Transformation and enrichment, this is what I have mentioned, calculated fields. So anything you can add or transform data or already prepare data that you will push in the information. Everything is done via APIs or webhooks, okay? So we are really automating all this data collection that would be done before, would take ages by phone, by email, or whatever. Is done all automatically. More information is also doable by email. I don't have the demo, but it's coming soon. So the same thing, gonna be able to send information and the system is gonna process, fill in, the information in the system and request the user the missing information. Okay, so what happened next? Okay, the thing I cannot show you at the moment, but it's coming soon, is the integrated OCR, because of course a lot of things are, a lot of times you have to take pictures of documents and extract information from those documents, okay, and then validate that information. Okay, sometimes we can send back all the information to the user, but he can confirm the system, the OCR has been reading properly reading the right data, or we can add a human in the loop, some third party that will take a look and process that document to check if there are mistakes or anything like that. New channels are coming also, like some business application, text messages, and we are strongly thinking of audio, because, I mean, the same instructions and the AI can process the audio too. They make a phone call, have a conversation with the AI. However, we have a few different things to be adjusted, and we need to add that audio layer, the technological stack. About the technological stack, so we use essentially OpenAI and Mistral, but we can also use any other LLM available in the market, okay? Channel management, I already discussed that. European hosting, we are European company, so we have our platform hosted at Scaleway in European infrastructure, so compliant and sovereign. And everything is compliant and secure. We have went through different penetration tests and things like that. Plus, we have also, I haven't shown you that, but there is a module to way to manage the anonymization of data, names, surnames, so that can be deleted or blurred or whatever. I mean, then you can manage how long you need to preserve your data. Okay, so if you are interested by AI that helps you to collect data, structured data, you just have to, you can give us a form or a flow chart, and we can build a small prototype, a short prototype, so you can have a look how fast is possible to, from an existing process, to build up a prototype of a bot that's going to collect the information for you without having any human intervention, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and in any language. I haven't shown you that, but because it's powered by AI, the same you can, yes, only it's pretty magical. You could here develop your model in any language, in this case in French, and after the AI will chat with the end user in any language, and after we can again translate into a target language all the information that was collected, whatever, a lot of possibilities. But language is not anymore a barrier with these kind of apps. Okay, today I have made it in 30 minutes. So, if you have questions, you will normally receive the webinar after the recording. Good. I'm gonna add my email here in case you want to contact me. Anyway, you're gonna receive all this information with the recording. So we're here, come back, presenter's background, maybe the center. Okay, okay, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day and thank you for attending. J'espère un mec qui a assisté et qui a